Alright. So, getting some research shit out of the way. Look at you. We'll go around there somewhat. Since I had it out, we're gonna fucking form the Navy. Yeah. The dawn of Zheltorossiya. Zheltorossiya rises in the beautiful sun of the Pacific, looking toward the west, stealing Moscow, when you achieve its glory. Perhaps it's high time we give ourselves some rest and look internally. Maybe. Well, as usual. So with the usual. Also, let me make a save over here just in case. Yeah. Last game was pretty fun actually with Technocratic USA. Enough about that, let's get this shit started. Let's see. Let's get you here since we're probably gonna be focusing here with you anyway. And yeah, we need a command power. So I don't have a field marshal for now, but yeah, that's gonna change eventually. Yeah, look at them fucking zooming. Down to Zheltorossiya and traveling reports. Fears something terrible has happened. Our potato crops have been disappearing. But extremely hostile to the people. The mission has been essentially non-existent. Workers are starting and not producing anything. We're extremely worried about this. These developments don't know what to do. Indeed. There's no goddamn clue out here. Oh man, it's so weird seeing this. The world as it is. Let me zoom in. Let's see, troubling reports. There have been extremely warm reports coming from the countryside. Potato harvests have been at all-time low. Droughts have been at the worst in everywhere except the big cities, such as Harvard, have been filled with starvation. We act quickly, but the government has been extremely difficult with extreme bickering over what to do, and President Kreisky is unable to do something. He's unable to do something due to situations in the democratic process. Therefore, Zheltorossiya is found itself they were in a perfect storm and combination of drought, bad harvest, and political chaos. It was on the worst famine of our public has suffered. Oh no! Where's the famine of Zheltorossiya? And Russian Republic of the age class people are dying left and right. Just people who barely gave basic rights are now collapsing in starvation, dying in misery without a penny to their name, and no food for their family, resulting in working in military age and becoming harder and harder to get. Oh yeah. So it's gonna be a hell of a lot of shit going down. Let's see, we've got my Tetsu getting ass blasted. I haven't seen you in a while, Kishi. I really want to do my Tetsu playthrough with the shut down the operation and all that. Either that or get the technocrats in charge. The Bulls take over Madagascar. I clicked that by accident, my bad. There's a new layer project for the guy. I'm a Richmond. Been a bit. A boy doing shit. They be doing shit. Everybody be doing all sorts of shit. Let's see here. The riff has come. The old man will sit at the table before him lay a small piece of old and dry as rock bread. It has been his only meal. A terrible life become the old man. He lost the children and wife to the great hunger that swept once great areas of Zheltorossiya. Even as he started eating, tears swelling in his eyes. His children, his poor children. They did not deserve this fate. They did not deserve to die such a horrible death. And his Katiana, his once beautiful wife, my Lord's body still haunts him in his dreams. And he fears the last piece of bread he went outside. If he finds something to eat, then surely he will be next. And despite some of his drunk claims, death is something that he fears more than anything. But one thought is still in this hunger-filled mind. Be eternally cursed, you bastard Kavinsky. Indeed. So now we got in the east, in the west, and central area. I got them backwards. Anyway, our border area, my goal has been other horror and starvation to address the area, particularly bad falling period. Means thousands have already died or become permanently incapacitated. Yeah, shit situation we got here. We gotta keep producing shit. So we need some more factories over here so we can get some more civ shit. Tackle engineering. Maybe computing. I get them computers going. Do here Japan, we're doing Japan things. The amount campaign. I think they said you can win it, but I'm not exactly how you can win it. Actually, in 3 months. It's not that. In the west and the east, even our beloved Mill River, known for its fertility and value to us, has frozen up and crops around it died. We don't know what to do. Things are getting beyond our control. Indeed. Portion mob. Should get us one of my factories to mess around. Yep. Beijing, whatever the fuck it was. Yep, and the Civil War happened. Let's see who's gonna come out on top. Break out the chin. Will there be anything left for the Empire? Who knows? Austria doing Austrian things, of course. Another territory should be getting gobbled up. She should be breaking away from them soon. Yep, Taiwan. They can go down all sorts of paths. And there's a little war going on. Because we got the acceleration stuff over here. No with the communist path. Indochina ablaze, you guys can read that. Right since you'll be reaching dusk over Indochina. Indeed. See, it's perfectly Yakuza come down into. Spring Yakuza, yeah, they can democracy. I think this is apart from Tetsu. Well. Yeah. Basically stuff over here, of course. The thing is, Yakuza can't become a unifier. If I'm not correct, the dev says that there's too little manpower for them to actually unify the nation. So you can't have like a Japanese puppet state of Russia. It would be fucking weird as shit, but I find it funny. But yeah, Siberia, basically, the nations from. If I were to draw a line, it would basically be like fucking this whole region over here can unify Russia, not with us over here. So yeah, although I would prefer to see a Japanese puppet state. has Russia over themselves. I feel like there's something you can do in Kaiser Redux, although I don't remember. I don't quite remember. It's been a while since I've done anything Kaiser Redux. Yeah. Anyway, in the central areas, despite best efforts, our beloved city Harvard is completely collapsed in anarchy. All the few neighborhoods filled with privilege find themselves with a few scraps of good food, and the rest starve badly. We must do something about this immediately. Yes. We shall do that with conscription. And rushing the British colony, this is hardly news. Indeed. Like Japan, Japan's gonna win that one. Become Pan-Asian though, that's the question. That's something they might get the whole government exile. The blow to reactionaries. Because I'm pretty sure they can also get the event for fucking the exiles getting into them. So it could over here back when Brazil had content before they got rid of it because they're making way for new Brazil stuff. Which I'm assuming gonna happen soon considering that they got rid of it. Yeah, there's they can also get exiled over here. Anyway, zheltorossiya. I'm gonna read because well us. The British Republic continues its string of misfortune and starvation becomes a fact of life in the Republic of Exile. A combination of freak weather, corruption, and mismanagement has destroyed the ecosystem. Pictures of skeletal children dumped in newspaper covering the calamity. And while donations of food are pouring, it's not nearly enough to satisfy the hunger of the people. This massively destabilized the nation as many live currency for disaster. Codes of resignation are rampant as politicians, businesses, the army, and the bureaucrats are for power. Peter zheltorossiya is more clouded than ever at extreme measures such as privatization, state socialism, technocracy, and even anarchy are openly discussed. Thoughts and prayers. And prayers, everyone. And so as part of our thoughts and prayers, we are going to get 2 promotions. Maybe because I want 2 sets to save coins for field marshals. I don't want defense on offense is going to be nice to have. At least to me, I think it would be nice. The mentoring refugees. Gorillas, corporate playground. Should be getting that event soon as well. The areas are now the ultimatum of the Zheltorossian Supreme Soviet. Using the currency must resign for the well-being of Russian pillars so the Supreme Soviet have a form of unity and nationalization. A poor to save people from this horrific famine. But do something now at the time to do it. I'm gonna make a backup see just in case. Because I think I fucked this up one time. Well, usually I fucked it up. Usually can fuck things up sometimes. And I'd rather not deal with that shit. 12 extending relates to Prime Minister. To another 12 more years. More years. The PC over tenor, so they can either invite exiles of Persia technocrats again. The ultimatum. Correct gets perfumed the care, so the people. However, his willful inaction has caused the family of Zheltorossiya, resulting in thousands of dying of starvation. After the perfect storm of droughts, improper infrastructure and act of government action resulted in an absolutely horrific situation where Zheltorossiya is near complete collapse. The Supreme Soviet, however, subsequently sent an ultimatum to Kerensky, made him to resign immediately and give power to the Soviets to decide the future of Zheltorossiya. An emergency council which seeks to deal with the famine as soon as possible. And so, after receiving the note, quickly looked at Linus Hoverhoven and had to resign. I think we need his resignation for this to work. Quickly tried to resign. Goodbye. We will never miss you, you vile corrupt social democrat, despite populist and enemy of the people. And over here. This is the interim president. Eventually, Kerensky has resigned after quickly realizing that the Supreme Soldier was on its side. His position would not fall in safety. Kerensky proclaimed the new election should be held and that the future of the Russian Republic hanged his balance. He has ceremoniously given a reins of power to the vacancy in Harbin and taken his things down to the Supreme Soviet office to a hotel, staying there for the next week. Subsequently, various groups in the Russian Republic vying for power, including military cliques that believe in various transformations of Russian society. The right cadets would be elected winners of any election, as many people were completely disillusioned with the currency's SRs. It meant capitalist freedom, however. A increasingly large group of people, led by utopian socialists like Alexei Gertov and Lech Kirendev, they pursuing socialist principles more strongly, rejecting Kerensky's moderate approach. They do not believe that now is the time for elections. Instead, action must be taken by the Soviets, with the next president selected by politics and not plebiscite. The authoritarian streak of Gestel leaves many uneasy, but the centre-left party seems to resolve their bickering loud enough to undercut Kerensky and take the leading role of the government. As they default, the fate of the Russian Republic hangs in balance. We get the military steps in. Supreme Soviet with the more gas stuff, but let's have the cadets. Long live the dollar. How many time we get from the RSAR. Revolutionary Army of Free Russia needs help and reestablishing itself the new power. Able to reclaim must get to diplomacy and ultimate military means. And that for now. Long live the dollar. Yeah. Let's just finish that first before we actually do stuff with the army. Oh, that. Anyway. After the currency has run, the Supreme Court said it was time to protect the Russian Republic's democracy in emergency elections. After hundreds of thousands of Russians, Han and Manchurian felt incredibly disillusioned by Kerensky's policies. They supported recognition wholeheartedly in spite of his shortcomings and anti-democratic tendencies. Many knew that he was an important part of Russian history and a good president, or at least used to be. Though he is now, however, as the right cadets have been elected in Pavel Mikhail, it's come to power in the Republic, quickly gained to work in making rousing, powerful speech about human freedom and reforms planned to empower the people. Elisa Rosenbaum, leader of the radical faction within the cadets, Lisa Rosenbaum being Ian Rand if you don't know. He's been tasked with overseeing the reform, but her ideological persistence is giving America the head just days into the job. She's been given much outrageous demands, abolishing the taxes and disbanding on multiple government agencies, even the police. Even that soon more than will go, though it's not clear which it will be. Atlas was making choice. And Atlas will, with the Freedom Bloc. It have been very hopefully an unstable coalition of Democrats can hold on survive these troubling times against Kerensky's social democratic nonsense and the populism with dictators like Leon Trotsky. May freedom be order of the day. May it be. So you can see, I got my army over here because we're going to be going through fucking Civil War. It's nothing secret. Yeah, because for the war that we're going to be doing, we're going to be going after Zheltorossiya. Yakutia. I almost said Yellow-Russia. What Zheltorossiya means. So what happening? We're going to be democracy. Interesting. Heavy burden. The dates of endless debate a few hurled mathematical textbooks. The battle of liberty may cover Roosevelt come to a head with both demanding the recognition of the other. The cadet party is nervous, aware that vultures circling around any weakness speaks for about the rival parties. They feel that conversation with the activity behind closed doors, the decision is made. Murkov resigns. So our objectivist ideologue is in here. At least a Rosenbaum. Maybe do a French thing, and your boy Askers runs coming to power. Alright. See, I'm gonna lead the thing over here. Rosenbaum, like many other ideological radicals, fled to Zheltorossiya following the victory of the whites in the Russian Civil War. However, unlike most compatriots, Rosenbaum has no issues with Russia's capitalist economy. Rather, the authoritarian regime of Korea pushed toward a radical form of liberalism, in which freedom and the market take absolute primacy. The question remains, can Russia be abroad by Rosenbaum, or will she have to fight for a new Russian Republic? Probably the latter, considering all things. And so Atlas shrugged. I hereby swear my personal oath to undertake dutifully. My role as an individual being, I think I was supposed to say. Personal responsibility for myself, to lead by example and build for myself, to succeed over others and strive to achieve for myself. By these actions will my people prosper and my children's future be secure. We should get loads of people. Lots of people. We're gonna lose a lot of people. We got plenty of stability though. Yeah. All this shit. Although that's some good in here. This is the this is also a thing. We do some good. Like, you know, line to racing. Binding the Chinese. There's plenty of other shit that isn't exactly great over here, and you'll see why. There's some events go into detail about it. Objectivist Russia is yeah. You know, basically it's a libertarian way to view. People's freedom. Yeah, we get Atlas shrugged soon, so yeah. Centralized industry. Hell yeah. Looks like we should some stuff over here. And what should land doctrine be? I'm going to mess this off for now. Oh, look, cold check assassinated. Good luck, boys. Good fucking luck. The nation's gonna either remain or break. Yep. So cool. The bear ripped itself apart. Let's see who's gonna come out on top of this shit. Look at that. Google that was getting in there. They never really succeed much. Look at that. The Yaku issue. Oh, yeah. The Japanese Empire also tutors the colonial administration Metetsu. They have already issued the Japanese frugal plan. The Jews said our boys are ready to give in us. We support them in the bid to throw off the Japanese shackles. We can't actually take directly to the Caribbean company. Some reasons preventing them from the by allowing our own Jews to live in their occupations. We are probably the north. Look great. Where you get come out as well. Should we give them all the freedoms? Every freedom. What's a freedom over here? All this freedom we got over here. So free you could call it despotism. Anyway, the rapture is coming. The dreams of the Jesuits winging the connects the people's liberation to absolute deregulation of the economy. It will soon become reality. Citizens have likened these ideas to the ramblings of the SFL in France. You shall see the truth soon enough. Oh yeah. In the SFL, which aren't in power. I mean, they do some similar things, but at least in our case, we're not like fucking cannibalizing people, and fucking doing some horrific shit to them. This isn't very liberal though. Anyway, let's see. Spend the PP on I might as well. Seems like good shit real soon. Being come on, but alright. It's probably not going to be well. Let's see what. No, they want the hot resources. That means they aren't gonna do anything. Great. It's fucking amazing, ain't it? see. I'm going to be focusing on the left side tree first. Before we do anything else, there's Uganda. They ain't gonna last long. These are progressive England. Relation. I don't remember if they can actually complete the fucking focus tree actually. It's to my knowledge. I don't think they can complete it without cheating actually. It's coming, boy up. Let's see. Get the company out of here. Yeah, as they call it, Japanese men in northern shit. Oh, look at this shit. Spanish Civil War, boy. I'll read it. Friday instructed is the international, the unstable Spanish Republic is ruptured to twain. What it has to do with cause the result of Roman Franco's ineffective despotism. We now wonder if something could have been done to prevent this bullshit. The ragtag group of government opponents under the leadership of Roman Gomez de the Center take up arms against the Republic now headed by Alejandro Lerroux. Soon to yet the North African tales have broken free under the rule of the Francisco Franco, General Marco, and but to the infamous Exodus hither. Among all the chaos, however, there lies one solid truth, and the God himself knows where the fate of Spain is. El Equimidas het Jesus. Now, so this super event. Who likes half of Spain? Died the other half. Marina Jose de la. And with that, we're going to be the episode a little bit early here today. Got a bit tired, so it's probably going to be a bit shorter than usual. But doing quite well for ourselves. Really fucking. This might be a shorter series, who knows? But it'll be interesting to say the least, seeing how this Russia goes. But around the mad arts, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Bye.